There we go. Just play it. Thank you. Oh, wait, I'm not hearing anything. No, I don't want to access the Steam community. Get off. Don't want to. Oh, I want my chair in here, though. There we go. That's way better. Loading in. Also, what am I doing? Let's see. Oh, we got music. Yay. We got music going. Yeah, Oliver and Ruby May. Right over there. Oh my god. Wait, my thing is doing weird things right now. Okay, could I just... Excuse me. No, I'm not doing it. Okay. Yeah, meow. Oh, just look at it. Just look at how far we are. But we're not far at all. Because, you know, yeah. I don't really understand how we're supposed to make this be like we haven't even gotten 50% of our thing in there. Not even 50%. So that's horrible or good. I'm not sure yet. Anyways, I am going to start off by saying Goedemorgen. How's everyone doing? I'm Bibi and you are amazing as always. Welcome back to Perfect Date. As you can see, we only have chapter 6 left, but we don't only have chapter 6 left. So I don't know what's gonna be. Look, 42.7%. So I don't know how to don't know how to finish it. Never mind. Let's just continue. We're gonna be him, and we are going to be JJ. Yeah, that's us, JJ. Obviously, I mean. Well, yeah, here we are again. Oh god, what is that? I don't know. I step off the boat and onto Cat Island. I'm full of anticipation about what my first day. Oh god, excuse me. There's a okay. What my first day will bring again. It's yeah. 8 hours, 1 journal, and a wild cat chase later. Those were 8 hours? Oh, okay. So apparently this first day brings physical assault and the biggest trauma of my life. Yeah, we've been through this. Yeah, meet the gang. Hey there. Hi. We know. Yeah. Oh, is it awake? Human, we need to talk to you. No, you don't. Save it. I know how this goes. Fluffy bum, blah, blah. Catification, blah, blah. Evasive answers, blah, blah. Antidote. And basically, you need my help. Did I miss anything? No, not really. Wow, you really did read that journal from front to back, didn't you? Front to back. Yeah, I'm gonna help them, obviously. Fine, I'll help, whatever. See you after my day job. Oh, I don't really care, apparently. Well, sure. Let's start off by saying whatever. Oh, geez, wow. I forgot about that. I returned to camp, feeling a bit less grumpy. I'm just about to enter the lab to begin my legitimate work when the catalog beeps. A message without any contact information. Yeah, I remember. Am I gonna read it this time? Don't give the game. What? What? What did this thing say? Oh no! No. What is? Don't give the game. What? What game? This game. Is it like a third? What? But then I remember reading something about messages in the journal. I was so sleepy last night I don't recall what it was. I decided to ignore the mystery messenger for now or I'll be late for work. What? The rest of the day is uneventful, just working in the lab with the professor. I cannot wait to start unpicking this mystery. I suppose the cats are my starting point. They must know more than they're letting on. I intend to get to the heart of each of them to see what secrets they may hold. So the professor is no longer offering me drinks. So that is interesting, because that was like a choice. I was making at the beginning of the game, and I'm thinking like, do these choices really affect anything? Because I'm not given that choice anymore. It's just out. Doesn't belong to my options anymore. Okay. Well, I don't know, man. It's weird. Weird. Oh, here we go. So, 63.9% on my antidote. Do we have any new extras? I don't think so. Yeah, we got all the Sherlocks. I don't know what those two are. So, we are going to start ourselves with a little research. 11, 13, 15. Well, we're going to do 11. Seems like the professor is adding... Okay, yeah. Do it yourself to my list of duties. Help the caretakers. Let's go do that. Because if I remember correctly, their son is Mr. Kibbles. So that's a thing, right? I'm writing my journal. I've developed a habit of getting up early. I'm writing for 30 minutes each morning before I begin my day. I'm often so tired at the end of the day that I just want to fall into bed, and my journal gets neglected. Well, are people gonna read it? Because you're sort of the last character. Also, I like the way it grounds me before this strange island sucks me into the adventure of a new day. This morning, my concentration is being broken by a very odd noise, and I suddenly realize it's the sound of someone trying to knock on my tent flap. Knock? Hello? Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt. I recognize the voice as belonging to Mr. Marigold, the island's caretaker. Oh, good morning, Mr. Marigold. I spring up to greet him. Can I help you? I would invite you in, but I indicate the chaos of my tiny tent. Barely room to swing a cat, I know. I laugh at his joke, but notice his deadpan expression and realize he's serious. I quickly move on, stepping outside. Oh, God. Okay. Is there something I can help you with? I hope so. And that will be... Mrs. Marigold has taken to her bed. Proper sick she is. So the boss said I should ask you to fill in for her today, if that's alright. I know the professor well enough by now to understand that I don't actually have a choice. I'm filling in for Mrs. Marigold today, whether it's alright with me or not. Actually, I'm quite intrigued. Great! Okay. I mean, I'm sorry to hear your wife's poorly. Nothing serious, I hope. Is she catified? Oh my God, I think she's catified. Oh no, but I'm happy to spend more time with you, Mr. Marigold. Well, best make an early start then. You get your shoes on and I'll meet you at the jetty. And before I can say another word, he's disappeared off towards the water. I quickly put my journal back in its hidey hole and grab my backpack with the field kit in it before stuffing my feet into my trainers. Oh, well, okay. When I arrive at the jetty, I can see that Mr. Marigold has already started work mending the wooden rail, where a couple of the posts were damaged in a recent storm. How can I help? Just pass me those pins as I go along. Need to reinforce this and then recoat it with preservative. I'm a bit disappointed. Just so you know, I can use a hammer too. If you have a spare, we could get this mended much quicker with two of us working on it. There is no rush. Oh God, he's one of those people. Oh, no, well, I suppose not. You're here with me for the whole day anyways. Oh, I didn't mean that. Actually, I'm pleased for the opportunity to break out a bit. Try something different. Bored of this place already? He squints sideways at me. Oh, no, not at all. There's so much going on here. I haven't even begun to uncover half of what this island has to offer, I'm sure. I just meant it's nice to have the change to get to know someone new. Company's in short supply here. That is true, though. Human company. He mumbles it half under his breath, so I'm not certain he even said it. I beg your pardon? You seem to be getting on with the cats, though, eh? Oh, yes. I'm spoiled for choice with feline friends. Be careful with that. I stop and look at him. He holds my gaze. What do you mean? Yeah, okay. Be careful with those pins. You're going to have them over the edge in a minute. I look down and see that I'm not paying attention. I've kicked the box perilously close to the edge of the jetty. Closer to the edge than you thought. I get the feeling we're not just talking about a box of nails. Yes, I wasn't paying attention. Looking in the wrong direction. That's when we miss the things right under our nose that could cause problems. Mr. Marigold, we've stopped what we were doing and are standing up now, looking directly into each other's eyes. Do you know something I ought to know? Such as? Well, obviously, ow, I bit my tongue. What is wrong with my tongue? It's too big for my mouth. Ow, ow, why is that a thing that keeps happening? Ow, ow. Well, obviously, I don't know. I know you're an inquisitive little blighter. Blighter? Oh, God. Have you been watching me, Mr. Marigold? Keeping an eye might be a more accurate way of putting it. Well, thank you, I think. You're welcome, but I wouldn't be so quick to trust people if I were you. You don't know me or my intentions. And suddenly he lets out a roar of laughter and gets back to work. Oh my God. I have a feeling you're one of the good guys, Mr. Marigold. Call me Mason. Oh, call me Mason. I hand him pins and we say no more. But as I go over our conversation in my head, I realize I've heard those words before, or some very like them. The nameless message on my catalog. Be careful who you trust. And it hits me. Mr. Marigold is my messenger. Oh, right. Well, the catalog keeps freaking out every time you try to message me, dude. Also, I keep biting my tongue. That's also not good for me. So, owie. Owie, now. Let's try to trigger a dream right here, huh? Yeah, it worked. Now, let me see. Is that everything I need? I refer to my mom's recipe. What? Nana's original granola, amended by mom. Large rolled oats, 4 mugs, pumpkin seeds, half a mug, sesame seeds, sunflower seeds, walnuts, flaked almonds, pecans, dried apricots, dried cherries or cranberries, banana chips, sunflower oil, cinnamon, salt, honey, coconut shavings. What? Oh wait, did I forget to order the coconut? I rummaged about in the supply box that arrived this morning, until my hands find the bag they're searching for. Phew, coconut shavings are a necessity. You're on an island full of coconut. Wait, even if I had forgotten them, I'm on an island with an abundance of fresh coconut. Yeah, exactly. Still getting used to island life. I set the oven to 150 degrees and leave it to heat up while I measure out the rolled oats. I have quadrupled the quantity so that, hopefully, it will last the whole summer. It seems vast compared to how much I make at home, but it would be disastrous if I ran out. Okay, disastrous apparently. Homemade granola is an absolute essential. Is it really? I mix the dry ingredients, oats, nuts, seeds, and spices together in a large bowl, and then I add the wet honey and sunflower oil to give a golden, moist consistency. What do you use that for? I've actually added a splash more oil than suggested. The mixture was feeling a bit drier than usual. Well, next I spread it evenly on a baking tray lined with parchment, partly to save the washing up, and whack it in the oven for 20 to 30 minutes, checking often because the seeds tend to burn quicker than I expect. The smell always drives me crazy. Toasty, warm, homey. I miss my mom. Once done, I add the fruit as it dries and cools and put it into several large glass storage jars, being sure to stuff fistfuls into my mouth as I do. God, okay. Well, right. Be sure to do that now. How is that a dream? Or is that just a day off? I think it's just my day off. That was fun. Okay, what? I'll do this then. I guess my other characters didn't do much for fun. Oh, I got Recon 3. Mr. Marigold knows something that I don't. I need to follow him and find out exactly what it might be. I have a feeling I won't like it though. Yeah, let's go do that. Oh man. Okay, today's my day off again. And I'm trying to stay out of sight. The professor doesn't like me being around camp on my downtime. I don't know why, but he's always pushing me off to explore. I feel he wants time without me around to get on with things he'd rather I didn't see. Maybe I'm being paranoid, but he definitely seems shifty to me. Exactly. He is. So today I have a plan. It means I have to hang around until Mr. Marigold does his mid-morning errands, and I'm trying not to be seen. I don't have too long to wait. He's like clockwork. Every day at this time he leaves the camp, carrying a large bag, and doesn't return until an hour later. I've offered to help him a couple of times, but I'm always met with stonewalling. This is the day when I find out what he's up to. I let him get a bit of a head start, and then I begin to follow. I try to use my new catification properties to my best advantage. Stealth and nimbleness, agility. I'm so much fitter than when I arrived on this island. Okay. My eyesight and hearing are fantastic. Okay. He's headed into the forest as I suspected he would. That makes it so much easier for me to go unnoticed. We travel for about 10 minutes at a good pace into the densest parts of the wooded area. Whoa, okay. Finally he stopped up ahead and I can see a type of shack covered in creepers and ivy that make great camouflage. You really wouldn't notice this place from any kind of distance. Outside the hut he bends down. I think he's picking something up. Then he disappears inside. Whoa. I bide my time, finding a good, out-of-the-way hiding place. After a short while, he re-emerges, bends down again, then straightens up before setting off the way he came. When I'm satisfied that he's not going to return, I gingerly make my way to the shack. Up close, I can see it's a sturdier structure than I thought, and the door is locked. I bend down as he did and start looking for a key. It's pretty obvious. There's a large, flat stone in front of me. I lift it a little and slide my finger under the edge. I feel it instantly. I put the key in the lock and take a deep breath. Unsure of what I'll find here, I open the door. Oh God, what? It's dark. There are no windows, just a small skylight letting in enough light to see that there are lamps, obviously powered by solar panels on the roof. I turn one on. Uh-oh. It takes me a moment to understand what I'm looking at. It's dirty and dingy. There are shelves along two of the walls that have cages, and the cages are housing cats. There's an eerie silence. None of the cats are making a sound. I go up to one of the cages to check if they're even alive. Hello, kitty. There's a small cat that I would judge to be between 10 to 14 weeks old. Its eyes are open but vacant, as though it doesn't see me. I go to the next cage, another youngster, and another. My stomach lurches as I realize that these are the kittens from camp that have been released. Oh no. No! What are they doing to you? Why are you in here? I turn to the other wall and I'm struck dumb by what I see. More small cats, but in different stages of distress. One has an eye bandage and the other eye is weeping with pus. Another has most of the fur on its back shaved where there is an open sore. Another has a bandaged leg, too short as though its paw has been amputated. What? I begin sweating. Breathing is difficult. I need to go out. I stumble towards the door and fall to my knees outside. I gulp in the cool air and I try to focus my thoughts. This is the strongest proof so far that there are secret tests being carried out on the cats. Tests that Professor Popper doesn't want me to know about. Are they all in on it? The Marigolds are, obviously. Ow, my tongue again. Obviously, but what about Zane? Do I dare mention it to anyone? I need more info first. When I've gathered myself sufficiently, I re-enter the Hell House and try to find some paperwork, anything that might explain what's going on here. I look through the drawers of the filing cabinet in the corner and pull out some of the folders. I switch on another lamp, sit on the floor, and begin reading. They're experiments, obviously, but for what? The data suggests that a large number of chemical substances have been tested on the subjects. Instead of the usual catalog of blood and tissue samples tested to evaluate the cats, the data is all related to the chemical compounds. They're what's being tested. Some of the records go way back. Years of data. As I put the papers back, I see the waste products bin. I remove the lids and it's almost entirely full of empty ketamine bottles. Oh, so that's why there's no sound. These animals are drugged out of all lucidity. I don't know if you can hear me or even if you understand me, but I am making a promise to you all that I will get to the bottom of this and I will help you. Whatever it takes, you will be well and free again. Hold tight, kitties. I will be back. Oh no. I feel terrible leaving them there, but I know it would be foolish to arouse suspicion until I know what I'm dealing with. Oh no. I'm making my way back to camp with a heavy heart, but with fierce determination. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I got Recon 12 though. Oh man. Ugh. Oh man. Wait, what? But what? 1, 2. Yeah, I already have more recons than characters, so I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Okay, well, let's rest up. Try to trigger something here. Nope, magic. Magic for everyone. I get it. Oh my god, that is horrible. What just... Ugh. Okay, I need some romance right now. That was terrible. Ah, Ravenpaw! Definitely. Ravenpaw's health has made some heartening improvements lately. So much so that the professor and I decided she didn't need to be in isolation anymore and could be moved to the lab for further treatment. As I prepare the salve... The what? The salve in my pestle and mortar, I'm distracted by a tiny plaintive sound. I turn around and Ravenpaw is curled up in her cage, motionless. As I resume my work, there it is again, and I realize she's humming. Is that you? I thought you were asleep. Huh? Oh, sorry. I didn't realize I was humming out loud. What is that tune? Oh, her eyes are so beautiful. Oh, it's just a song my mom used to sing for me. I hum it sometimes to get to sleep. It sounds lovely. Maybe if you taught it to me, I could sing it to you when you're feeling poorly. Ravenpaw frowns at me and buries her face under her paw. Can't sing. I disagree. I bet you have a lovely voice. Nope. I put my tools down and go over to her. Well, maybe you'd like to listen to some songs instead. I believe this has a music library. I take the catalog from my lab coat pocket. Let me see. How do I work this thing? I haven't used this function before. I fumble with the options until a song called Summertime begins to play. Oh, nice. Will Smith or not? How about this? What is that? Nope, it's not Will Smith. It's by Soft Summer. Do you like it? It's catchy, right? Let me listen. It's something. It's making me want to claw my eyeballs out of my skull. Yeah, I get that. Let's turn this off then, shall we? I frantically fiddle about with the catalog until the music stops. I think my ears might actually be bleeding. Oh gosh, I'll go get my otoscope and some cotton buds. Not literally, you donkey. Oh, right, of course, you were making fun of me. I've never seen Ravenpaw be so open. It's great that she's inching out of her shell, but I'm not sure how best to react. Well, I think I can download more music into this thing. What would you like to listen to? It's okay. You don't need to waste your data on me. It's not a waste if it would make you happy, Ray. Go on, you must have a favorite band. Does she? Ravenpaw goes quiet, lost in thought, until finally she mumbles her response. The Mad Catters. Hi, T. What? I don't want to seem uncool by admitting that I've never heard of the Mad Catters, let alone any of their songs, so I give her a knowing nod and start searching the music app. Oh yeah. This is good. I'm liking this. This is good. Yeah, we should listen to this. Oh, it's really good. Yeah, way better than that weird music. Oh, wow. This is loud. It's good. What are you talking about, JJ? Yeah. Oh, I love Ravenpaw. Ravenpaw smiles and closes her eyes in appreciation. Exactly, right? I know, right? That's way better than that music that was on before. I sit awkwardly, waiting for the racket to end. I like it. Ravenpaw looks totally relaxed, her shield slightly lowered. Yeah. Finally, the screaming stops. It's not screaming, and I hurriedly put my catalog back in my lab coat pocket before she could ask me to play something else. What are you talking about? That was great music. Not for you, then. I just don't get it. My ear just heard racket. Sorry. No, that was great music. What are you talking about? That was awesome. Tubby, it's good. We're all unique. So cards on the table. On the table time. All-time favorite song. Oh, there are too many. You probably wouldn't like any of them anyways. That's not the point. It's your taste, not mine. I showed you mine. Okay, I will always be a Bowie. It will always be about Bowie song. Okay. Respect. Really? You like him? How could you not? I think it would have to be off the album Hunky Dory. Never heard of it. Choice? Which song? I'm feeling flushed with success. This is going better than I could have imagined. What exactly is going better? Cooks! Cute. Because if you stay with us, you're gonna be pretty cookie too. I'm delighted she knows it. Never heard of it. Oh my god. Maybe I am a little bit cool after all. I'll see if I can download some of his stuff for next time. Is that it then? I'm afraid so. I should probably get back to work. Ravenpaw looks dejected. If that's okay? Yeah, whatever. I go to resume my work, but the black cat lets out a small sound. Wait. You said you would sing to me. I feel myself go cold and self-consciousness engulfs me, but I tried my hardest not to show it. Well, yes, if you like. If you really want to, I suppose I wouldn't mind. I clear my throat and feel myself begin to blush. So, what shall I sing? Any favorites? Rammstein. I don't know. What did your mom used to sing to you? Oh, crikey. She used to sing lots of things, but I don't know if I can remember any of them. Let me think. Oh, I know. Bounce, little baby, on my knee. Soft and pink and chubby. Or something. When you awake, you'll have your tea. And a bath so you're not grubby. That it? Dream, little baby, on my lap. Hap, 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 hap. Happy. Okay. Here is a kiss for you, your sweet nose. And now I'll change your nappy. As I sing, I notice Ravenpaw visibly relax. She stretched out a bit, and I realize it's the first time I've seen her uncurl herself. Although there's plenty of room in our crate, she's always a tight little ball of fur in the corner. When I finish singing, she opens one eye. That was traumatic. You should probably get back to your work now. Rude. Ravenpaw makes a small squeaky sound I've not heard her make before. Are you okay? Yes. She's laughing. And so are you. That's the squeaky sound. Okay. Oh. That's a thing, isn't it? Well, let's get on with business. Let's not just rest just yet. Let's get on with things. Let's do a recon 12. Here we go. I'm off exploring the island today with Kibbles and a certain charming Irish cat. McStuffin. What's his name? It's a beautiful day. The sun isn't too hot, which is lucky as I'm going walking with Kibbles and McMurphy. McMurphy, that was it. McMuffin. Okay. They've been excited to show me something for the past week, but this is the first proper break I've had. We're heading further into the forest than I've been before. So where exactly are we going, chaps? No idea, Kara. I'm following Kibbles. Huh? I was just following JJ. But you're both in front of me. How could I have been leading? Don't trouble yourself, Kara. We're not in any rush today. Just as I'm about to reply, something catches my eye. I instinctively move towards it. From this distance, it looks like black swaths. Swaths? What? Have been cut into the ground. Guys, what is this? Kibbles and McMurphy, who've already wandered some way off, rejoin me, and the three of us stand looking at what appears to be some kind of runway. Oh. Skid marks! Ah, of course. I thought it was a runway, but you're right. I thought it was a runway, yeah. Well, come on, mi amigos. Where's your sense of adventure? McMurphy has already disappeared into the thick overgrowth that's shrouding whatever it is that the marks led to. Oh. Kibbles and I follow the sound of McMurphy's voice and find ourselves in a small clearing. My goodness. Whoa. Is it a fighter? Oh, it's a plane. We're looking at the wreckage of a crashed two-man biplane. Most of it is covered with vines and other forest growth, but the front half, at least, seems to be mostly intact. This looks like it's been here some considerable time. Strange how we've never come across it before, eh, Kibbles? Nothing about this island surprises me anymore. Whoa! Maybe we'll see some dead guys! Murph, help me out! McMurphy is silent. He has something in his jaws that appears to be caught in the broken propeller and is pulling on it. It looks like some kind of rag. McMurphy? What is that? McMurphy has freed the cloth and is now sitting with it hanging from its mouth. He's silent and still, as though lost in thought. Uh-oh. What's up, Murph? What's with the manky scarf? And I can see it now. It is a scarf. Old and filthy, but it looks like it was once a type of white scarf a pilot would have worn. You okay, McMurphy? What's that, Kara? He's barely present. The scarf. Is it important? Is it yours? I'm not sure. Stop being weird, Murph. Gibbs, shh. It feels like something I should know. Or remember. Remember? Have you seen it before? Maybe. A long time ago. Before here. I'm not sure I understand what you mean. Before I came here, Kara, you don't think I was born on this island, do you? Well, you might as well have been, considering how little you remember from before. It's all going, Granddad, fading away to oblivion. Kibbles' banter seems to have brought McMurphy back from whatever he was dreaming about, and I'm relieved to see the twinkle return to his eye. Okay then, Mr. Smartypants, how did you get here? Well, it's not a very interesting story. I don't want to bore anyone. Yeah, that's what I thought, right, Kara? Let's go. McMurphy and Kibbles head back the way we came. I stand stunned for a second watching them go. Guys. But they've lost interest. They've already moved on. I look back at the wreckage and realize there's nothing I can do here on my own. I'll have to come back at some point with Floofy Butt. It's exactly the sort of thing he'd love to help me investigate. Okay, well, I did that. Do you think that's McMurphy's plane? I don't know. Trigger a dream, maybe? Nope, magic. Yeah, okay, sure. Magic for all of us. Yay! Let's go see. What is up? What can I do? Let's go to research. Research 13. Don't I have any extras? What is that about? It's time to check on some of our test subjects. Nothing fancy, just a routine checkup. Yeah, sure. Let's go do that, I guess. I'm spending the day examining the cats to make sure they're in good shape. Muffin is a little grumpy today, presumably because she's an old lady and she's just been woken up, but otherwise she's doing well. As I replace her in her crate, I can't resist doing the human-cat equivalent calculation. The what? Oh, she's 18. So if 1 feline years equals 7 human years, that makes her the grand old age of 126. I know it's nonsense, but impressive anyways. Swiggy is being quite vocal this morning, so I grab him next. His hair is a lot more luscious than it used to be. I can't help but run my hand through it. Although it's no longer growing, I can feel how thick it is. Apart from that happy consequence, there doesn't seem to be any other side effects from the drug we tried on him, which is a relief. Further examination shows him to be very healthy indeed, a little bigger and heavier than last time I weighed him. All his other vitals are within normal acceptable range. I give him a small treat and he plods off happily. Who's next then? It's me! I suppose I have a free minute. I'm startled by the voice and turn to see that the quiet chocolate brown cat from the forest has entered without me noticing. Oh, Bee, you came! Well, I was invited. Of course. Well, will you let me check you over? I'd like to update your details in a catalog. Okay. She leaps up onto the counter gracefully and I begin the examination. Oh, I'm so beautiful. Look at me. Ah, you're in very good condition, aren't you? If you say so, Turntail. Why do you call me that? She ignores the question. Turntail means coward, doesn't it? The journal the last assistant left says that you called them Turntail too. I've read all about it. What did we do to deserve being called cowards? You tell me. She looks almost sad. Well, I've racked my brain since you first said it, and I really can't imagine. I continued taking her vitals, keeping myself busy to ease the tension between us. You're taking too long. I removed the stethoscope from one of my ears. I'm sorry, Bee. Are you in a rush to get somewhere? I can't quite hide the sarcasm in my voice. Not this. I mean with joining the dots, working it out. Working what out? The connection. I wait to understand. Between us? She's becoming more irritated with me, so I try to pull it back by being ultra calm. And what would that be? It's like a red rag to a bull. Well, clearly not our IQ, mastermind. I feel stung. I can't understand why she's so upset with me. There's an awkward silence while I finish checking her over. Sorry. Her voice is no more than a whisper. Oh, you could have said that before I read it out loud. I beg your pardon. It's not your fault. I just get so frustrated. Whenever there's a glimmer of hope, it's snuffed out before any progress is made. Although I don't understand, I don't want to interrupt her. She looks so earnest. I've been patient for so long. I'm beginning to forget. Forget what? Time is so... It's so... We mustn't waste it. She looks so small and lost. Aw, poor me. Look, Bee, I'm really sorry if I did or said anything to get us off on the wrong foot. I think it would be a real shame for us not to get along. We could be good allies. Important? Huh? The word is lost. Time is important. The word I lost. Oh, okay. Yes, it is. See, we can agree. Maybe you and I could sit down together and talk about that a little more. Maybe we could. Bee leaps off the examination table and saunters towards the door. I'll let you know. Turntail. She's gone before I can reply. Okay then. Yay, baby. Well, research 10 is unlocked. I have no idea how I'm gonna do that, but sure, I guess. Oh man, I don't know. Are there any extras? No. Man, what do I do? I don't know what to do. Let's go on another date, huh? Shall we? I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to go with Floofy, but Ravenpaw, my girl, with the beautiful music taste. There we go. In the lowest drawer, right at the back. No, I can't find it, Ray. You're sure it wasn't in the cupboard? No, it's there. Keep reaching. It might have slipped down the back. You're joking, right? My hand can't squeeze. Oh, hang on. I feel something nestle just under the bottom of the drawer. I think I've got it. If I could just... I try inching it out up the space behind the drawer, but it keeps slipping. Just take the drawer right out. It won't come out. Something is jamming it. Well, give it a yank. Ray, it doesn't work like that. I don't want to break the cabinet. Wait, if I try... I feel around the side walls of the cabinet for any blockages, and my hand finds a cold protrusion. Ah, I think I found the perpetrator. I wiggle the offending item loose and pull my hand out to inspect what's in it. To my surprise, it's a bottle of nail polish in a muted, dusty pink color. I decide not to ponder why exactly there's a bottle of nail polish stashed away in the lab and focus instead on the task at hand. The drawer slides out with ease now, and I'm able to retrieve the book. Thoughts in Verse by L. Rutherford? Who is L. Rutherford? Ravenbaugh casts her eyes down at her forepaws. One of the research assistants before you found this book somewhere along the beach. She used to read me some of the poems. We never worked out who the author was, but we think they probably came from the shipwreck. This is the first time that I've considered that other humans on the island may have had their own relationship with my cats. I don't like to think about it, but I'm not sure why. I flick through the little brown book. The writing is very faint, but still clear enough to read. About half of the pages are filled with neat words written in ink, and then suddenly it's blank. You didn't finish it, I suppose. I like the one on page 3. It's really dark. Ravenbaugh seems more lively than usual today. I hope that means she's getting better, or at least getting used to me. When darkness advances and silence makes its retreat, the sounds begin where beach and forest meet. That is beautiful. Yowling and hissing, and awful cries, then like stars in the blackness, the thousands of eyes. The sea's fierce temper seems kinder than here. This hell full of danger and hardship and fear. I like it. There's a long pause. I wonder what it means. Are you backward? Well, I know how it's describing the island, but I wonder what happened to the author. It sounds rather distressing. Rather distressing? You humans can be so exhaustingly repressed sometimes. Just think about it. Imagine this place, this island, before the clumsy humans cut a swathe through it and claimed it for science, before your cozy tents and generators and protective gear. All that time ago, mysterious and overgrown, terrifying branches twisting up in the blackness like monstrous golems, the yowling of unidentified animals endlessly boring into your brain throughout the nights, making sleep impossible. No friendly little brook to bathe in, nothing to soothe the gnawing pain of starvation. The filthy baking heat of the day, the relentless cold of the long night, the slow, dawning realization that there's no escape. This is where the journey ends. This is the final destination. Hell on earth. It's obvious that Ravenpaugh has thought about this poem a lot. I feel bad for being so insensitive and human. It must have been horrific. Yes. I'm gonna be vulnerable. You really put yourself in their shoes, as though you were there. I admire that. How else are you going to understand? I'm a scientist. I'm trained to stand back and observe, be impartial. But if you keep a distance, you'll miss the detail. Oh, I don't. It's about proximity as much as location. Sometimes I have to get up very close, even microscopically close, but I'm still on the outside looking in. I see the finest of details, but I don't think that that's what you're talking about, is it, Ray? You mean getting inside to the heart of it? Yes, I suppose so. It's the you or innuendo. the essence of something that defines what it is. That's not always obvious from the outside. Well, it's very obvious in this poem. I wonder why I wanted to shy away from it. I'm not brave like you. Are you kidding? Or fishing for compliments, maybe? I feel my face get hot. I wasn't. I'm playing. You have plenty of courage. You came here to this island. Not everyone would. You've held up well under very difficult conditions. Then there's the whole "rawr, cat monster, rawr" thing. I'm taken aback by your sudden impression. And it makes me laugh. How's that going, by the way? I shrug my shoulders. Sometimes, if I make a little progress on the antidote, I feel really fine with it. But if something I'm trying fails or progress slows down, I have a sleepless night making myself sick with worry. Then there are times when I forget about it altogether. How can I complain when I see what you guys have had to deal with? We're silent for a while. It's not uncomfortable. Eventually it's Ray who breaks it. Go on then. What? I know you're just dying to read a funny one. Not really. But there is this little limerick that I thought was hilarious. She rolls her big eyes and smiles. Okay, here it goes. There was a young deck swab named Davy, whose hair was exceptionally wavy. I asked him, tell pray, what's got it that way? He answered, this drinking me gravy. What? Why, she cannot help but laugh at the awfulness of it. It really is awful. And we both keep laughing till we have tears in our eyes. I suppose I ought to be making tracks. Okay, but would you just read me the lullaby one as I fall asleep, please? Yes, I like that one too. I lay out here and watch the stars, and all the world comes clear to me. The patterns soothe my battle scars, they show I'm where I'm meant to be. And while the sea is kind to me and rocks me in my slumber, and all the stars, the nears and fars, overwhelm me with their number. Oh, overwhelm, okay. I think of you, the brightest star, lost so young, gone so far. Oh, that's horrible. And when my final day is done, I'll follow to the place you've gone. Then back together, you and I will brighten up another sky. Aw, that's actually very sad. I don't like it. I look down at the softly snoring cat. She looks so peaceful. Oh god, that was so sad. That was a horrible thing. That's terrible. Oh no. Well, okay. Well, she seemed to like it. Yay, I guess. Okay, it's gonna save. Man. Okay, well, let's do our little, yeah, we can do our last recon and then we'll have to rest. What do we got? Oh god, okay, 16. Where about the skin cream Snooty found? I'd feel a lot better if I took some time to analyze it. Yeah, go for it. How does Snooty Booty keep finding experimental cosmetics? We're on an island in the middle of nowhere. It makes no sense. And this one from the incinerator, no less. I decided to run some tests on it. Snooty Booty developed some nasty welts after using this cream. I want to see what it's made from. I have a feeling that this is not something the professor would want me to be poking around in, so I've come to the lab late at night to make sure I don't get any unwanted attention. What about Zane? I'm quickly able to identify a number of common natural skincare ingredients like shea butter and chamomile, but there are some other components that I can't immediately identify. I check for cat saliva. Maybe we're looking at the same kind of product as the stuff Snooty Booty found washed up on the beach, but no match. I run the sample through the database of organic compounds to see if there are other matches. As I suspected, this cream uses some other cat-based ingredients. This time, it looks like cat's urine is being used. Oh my god, terrible. I'd better not share that little discovery with Snooty Booty. I decided to check for any clues out by the incinerators. Maybe I can find out a little more about where these things are coming from. Oh, that is horrible. At the back of the tent area are a couple of large pits that are for the disposal of harmful waste from the lab. There's nothing incinerating right now, so I can dig around a little in the smoldering ashes. I'm tentatively moving the debris around with a stick. So far it seems to be just soot and cinders, no clues. Suddenly the silence is disrupted by the sound of someone entering the lab. I make myself scarce by crawling around the far side of a nearby bush. As luck would have it, I happen to have ended up at an ideal vantage point to be able to see into the lab through a gap in the canvas. No, it's them. Two men enter with a large crate. I recognize them as the ferryman and his son. Professor Popper is with them. He directs them to place the crate on the worktop. The professor reaches in and brings out a small tub that looks identical to the one Snooty Booty found. My guess is that this is the next batch in for testing. Oh no. The professor stops what he's doing abruptly and looks at his catalog. I presume he's received a phone call. He dismisses the two men with a wave of his hand. As soon as they've gone, he turns his attention to the catalog. He looks anxious as he speaks. Yes, they've just been delivered. I shall make a start first thing tomorrow morning. Yes, madam. I certainly will, madam. With all due respect, I do understand the urgency, but I'm sure you understand the need for thoroughness. I can assure you it will be ready for the deadline. Testing on sample 104 is going far more smoothly than 103. The improvements are very encouraging. There's a long silence. From the expression on his face, I imagine he's being lectured. It's very important to cross-check it with data here. The island itself has a significant effect on the samples. We still have some tests left to do. We're making progress, of course. I shall let you know straight away. The call ends abruptly. Presumably, Madam cut him off. He looks angrier than I've ever seen him. He marches out of the lab and heads off in the direction of his tent. Oh man. I sneak away from the bushes and head back to my own tent. I can continue with my investigations another time. Oh man. Madam. Oh my. Well, I don't know what is happening right now. Let's yeah, we have to rest up. There's not much choice there. No, magic. Yeah, okay. Oh, I'm clicking outside the window. Whoopsies. Yeah, magic, magic. Magic all along for everyone. Okay. This has taken a turn for the worst. We need a little Ravenpaw. Yeah. Trust me, I won't let anything harm you. I've come prepared. Ravenpaw eyes the basket suspiciously, and I realize it looks to her like a cage. Okay, let's rethink this. How about I carry you in my arms? Like a baby? Yes. No. Like a princess. A princess? Really? Yeah, that's not something you want to say to me either. Like, why? Why though? Why? Why and how? No, thank you. Ravenpaw shoots me a withering look. Well, you know what I mean, right? I can hold this pillow like so, and you can relax on top of it and survey your kingdom. You really bad at reading people, aren't you? I'm not one of those gullible domestic cats like Fruity Cootie or whatever her name is. If I leave this lab, I want to do it with some dignity, human. Yeah, of course, I'm sorry. Maybe it was a bad idea to try this today. Let's do it tomorrow. Oh, come on, Ray. You were so excited about this earlier. Don't give up now. Well, that was then, and this is now. I'm too tired anyways. You're always tired. That's part of the problem. You have to start somewhere, right? Or else you'll never get strong again. Yeah, but what if we see other cats? What if we do? Look, I'll be with you, no matter who we see. You won't have to deal with anyone on your own. Anyone who do you think we'll see? No one. But you said, no matter who we see, so you think we'll see someone. No, Ravenpaw, stop this. You have to go out sometime. Why not now? I don't know. Ravenpaw looks so sad and tiny that I decide not to push her anymore. Okay, don't worry. We'll try again tomorrow, okay? No, let's do it. Oh, wow. Really? The cat that just seconds ago looked so helpless suddenly looks fiercely determined. Yes, but if you hurt me, human, I will kill myself just so I can come back and haunt you for the rest of your short, miserable life. Ha! I love her. She's amazing. I suppress a laugh. Oh, she's amazing. I understand. I'm just going to lift you now, okay? She's so light. I'm shocked, but don't show it. I can feel the tremble of her frail body through the makeshift cushion. We've decided a folded blanket would be best, so we can use it for other things when we find our spot. Suddenly, Ravenpaw takes a sharp breath. I freeze. What's wrong? It's the air! We're right by the water, aren't we? I can smell the change! She laughs. I'm struck by how much this cat has come on since I stopped her treatment only a week ago. She had no sense of smell. She didn't? It's good, right? Yes, human, it's good. She inhales deeply. It's very good. Would you like to sit down here for a while? We're still close to the compound. No, go on a little further. I want to see it. Take me to the sea. Wow. We walk for a short while longer until I find a small collection of rocks that looks like a good resting spot. This looks like somewhere Trixie would like. Yeah, she's always drawn to the rocks. Minerals. I miss her. You were friends? Yeah, when we were little. Do you want some water? A little snack? I take the picnic out of my backpack, and as I arrange it on a blanket, I decide to gently press her. So, how come you were locked up and Trixie wasn't? I was never really free. I was part of the breeding program. My mother was bred with one of the elder cats, and as you see, us kittens are tagged and set free at 12 weeks, except we're not. Not all of us, anyways. But I've helped to release the kittens myself. Yeah, sure. What? You actually let them out of the cages yourself? Well, no, but I've prepared them for release, and then you're gone? Yes, I've never had reason to question it. You just went into the shack. I'm getting that sick feeling in my stomach again. So, where are they? Not everything is as above board as you'd like to think. Yeah, I'm starting to see that. Or above ground, either. What do you mean, Ray? If there's something I should know. I think that's enough for one day. I'm starting to feel woozy. I'd like you to take me back now, if you don't mind. Okay. Okay, should I let her rest, or should I sort of get her to do something? No, I need to... Okay, so she does the opposite of what I want. So if I'll say to her, okay, go rest, maybe she'll tell me. If I tell her you should open up, she'll just say no. So I'm just gonna try this. Oh, come on. I'm sorry if I overstepped the line. Let's stay a little longer, please. I promise I won't talk about anything that makes you uncomfortable. Ravenpaw sits in silence for a while and then cocks her head to the side as though listening. Can you hear something? The sea. Ah, yes. Isn't it beautiful? It's peaceful. She's not gonna do it. Oh, crap. It really makes you think, doesn't it? There's a long and slightly awkward pause. Makes you think? About what? Oh, well, I don't know. See things, I suppose. Oh, human, you're so privileged. She's laughing, but I feel like she isn't joking. Well, what does it make you think about? My mom. When I'd fall asleep, pressed up against her chest, her Her breaths would rise and fall like the tide. Okay. Whoa, that's beautiful. What happened to your mom? Can't remember. Really? You seem to remember so much, seeing that you're half elder. Maybe I remember again sometime, but right now, I just want to go back to base. My head is killing me. Yes, that's probably enough for one day. Let's get you tucked up for the night. And maybe a sticker for being a good girl. I laugh, but I feel the edge to her joke, and it stings. Okay, I don't know. I don't know if I made the right choice there. Huh. Okay, let's try to trigger another dream. 75%. I'm almost there, though. No, magic. Yeah, okay, magic. Right. Okay. Sure. Huh. I don't know. I can't do that. Okay, romance it is. Again. Come on, Ravenpaw. Yeah, let's go. It's late. Well after work hours, Ravenpaw asked me to visit her when Professor Popper finished his shift because she has something important to tell me. The lab is cold and silent. I could just make out the reflection of Ravenpaw's big eyes. I flip the light switch and the room becomes illuminated with a harsh, dazzling brightness that makes me squint. Oh, okay. I came as soon as I could. I had no idea the professor stays up so late. How does he function on such little sleep? Keep your voice down, human. We don't want to draw any attention. Maybe we should turn off the lights. Sometimes the caretakers do random patrols. Who? You mean Mr. and Mrs. Marigold? I'm sure they're dead to the world right now. You would be surprised. Anyway, enough chin wagging. I have something for you. A gift? Oh, of course not, you div. What on earth would have gotten you a gift? The local gift shop? Oh, of course. I'm sorry. So, what is it? Why? Because I think I could trust you now. I'm taken aback and feel flushed with pride. You can, Ray. I've sworn to help you and I won't let you down. So, you want this or not? She pushed her claw towards me and I realize she has something under it. My stomach lurches as I worry it may be a spider or a fly. I hope she's not expecting me to eat it. What is it? Gina, thought you might know. As she lifts her paw, I'm relieved to see that nothing is moving. On a closer inspection, I realize what it is. Oh, that's called a key. It's used to open things that are locked, like doors or safes. You really are touched. I know what a key is. I meant you might be able to figure out what it opens, but I'm losing hope by the second. Oh, forgive me. Well, where did you get it? Best not to ask. I'm serious, Ray. This key could be important, and if I know where you got it from, it'll be easier to work out what it opens. Ravenpaw awes me skeptically. I thought you trusted me. Fine. I got it from Mrs. Marigold. You mean Mora, the caretaker's wife? She's not the caretaker's wife, you cretin. She's a caretaker as much as he is. Yes, of course, but the key, Ravenpaw. She came to clean my cage last night, too lazy to take me out of it first, of course. And Mr. Marigold came in and gave her the key. She put it here. Ravenpaw indicates the corner of her cage. Because her hands were full, then they had a huge argument, and while they were shouting at each other, I used my ninja skills to hide the key under my paw. That was that. She didn't notice? She was so worked up about him that she clean forgot about it. Left without even bothering to refill my water bowl. So what makes you think this key is so important? Because when he handed it to her, he said, "It's your turn. I'm fed up of being the one who always has to do his dirty work." Whose dirty work? Professor Prospero's, obviously. Prospero? Pooper! Oh, Popper. Professor Pooper! Popper, of course! Look, I really got to hurry back to my tent now, or I'll be a wreck in the morning. But thank you for this, Ravenpaw. I'll find out what this key opens, I promise. You'd better. Uh-huh. A mystery key. Recon 18 is unlocked. Oh, man. I don't know what to do about that. Okay, let's trigger another dream. Hopefully, maybe yes, no, maybe so. No, magic. Magic for everyone. There we go. Just a bunch of magic. There we go. What have we got? Okay, one last date. Okay, Ravenpaw. There we go, girl. Okay. So, what shall we read today? I flicked through the little book of poetry. Ravenpaw and I have gone through most of the poems. We're dragging them out to one a day now because we're dreading finishing it all together. We've got Alone, Love Sonnet, A Bonny Boat, and Hunger. Ravenpaw looks less engaged than usual. She usually perks up when I get the poetry book out, but she's sitting hangdog in a corner of her cage, shrugging at each title. I think we should read a happy poem today, something to cheer us up. How about Bonny Boat? Ravenpaw rolls her eyes. She hates the silly poems and prefers the dark, brooding ones about stormy seas and missing home. Just leave it. What do you mean, Ray? I don't want to listen to poetry. It's a futile distraction from reality. This is a first. I'm not sure how to react. I thought she enjoyed our reading time. Ray, is there something you want to talk about? Ravenpaw lets out a heavy sigh. You wouldn't understand. I shrug. Try me. No, you won't understand because I don't even understand. I feel so deeply, yet I can't articulate it at all. It makes me want to scream, cry, laugh, sleep. I feel... Don't waste your time with me. You've got big, important human things to do. You don't want to be babysitting a cat like me. Ray, I love spending time with you. As soon as I wake up, I feel excited to see you, read poems with you, discuss things with you. You're so unique. You have an amazing insight and a delightfully wicked sense of humor. I'm not babysitting you. I'm your friend. I want you to talk to me when you're feeling down, Ray, because you deserve to be happy, especially after all you've been through here. Ravenpaw still looks frustrated, but she mumbles. I guess I know which poem I'd like you to read now. Maybe I will be able to say it better than I can. Then it will. Whoa. Maybe I will be able to say it better than I can. What? Read me Love Sonnet. Maybe it? Is that it? Okay, read me Love Sonnet. Okay! I lack the words to say the things I feel. My tongue is slow and of the humdrum kind, and through my eyes were erstwhile keen as steel. You have eclipsed the sun and made me blind. I do not see the blight that you bewail, the fuzz or fur so soft against my skin. I will not shun the sweet curl of your tail, nor shut the door and never let you in. Our cursed fate has dealt us bitter blows, and yet methinks that mine are worse by far. For as the nights get colder, your fur grows, while I am left adrift with no lodestar. Is there one would laugh and not feel pity for this poor wretch whose love is turning kitty? Oh wow, it sounds like I was in love with a werecat? I wonder how that worked. I know you wouldn't get it. I feel like I'm hurting her feelings without intending to or understanding how. Explain it to me, Ray. It's not rocket science. I mean, it's just love is love. You can't choose who you fall in love with, right? If only you could, things would be so much easier, but sometimes love just creeps up and hijacks you, and no matter how much you don't like it or try to get away from it, once it's got you, and there's no breaking free. You make it sound awful, and well, it is if you're not sure of the person you're in love with. But it can be amazing too. Obstacles that felt insurmountable before suddenly feel insignificant. Things you thought you'd never be able to do are done. Poems you used to hate become love songs that sing to your soul. Human, cat, werecat, elder, whatever. Love does not discriminate. It will not be controlled or boxed up neatly to suit our prejudices. So we have to just grow a pair and come clean and see where it takes us. So, I love you. What are you gonna do about that? There's a long silence where I get out of my thoughts, but eventually I'm able to say, oh my, I love you too. Oh Ravenpaw, I thought it was just me. I didn't even hope that you would feel the same way. I know we've become close, but I resigned myself to thinking we could never be more than friends, that you wouldn't accept me. You really do go on, don't you? I blushed with happiness. I suppose we both do a bit. So, I guess we're stuck with each other then. I guess we are. And she smiles the brightest smile I've ever seen on her beautiful face. Aww. Yay! Aww. I didn't get McGuffin. What's his name? Mackie there. No, magic. Crap. Okay, cool. Well, I guess this is it. I don't know how the story continues after this. Saving, yeah, I know. 79.2%. Do I have any extras? Nope. Okay. Wait, can I click that? No, I can't. Okay. I thought maybe I could click the top thing, but I can't. Well, here it goes. Yeah, but I can't. No. There's nothing I can know. There's literally nothing. Yeah, I can't do anything. There you go. Okay, so 10:15. Today's the day Mr. Bumble gets the all clear. He's a tough old boy. I'm looking forward to giving him a cuddle. Or it's time to release some of the kittens we've been holding. I'll be sad to see the little ones go. Why is that kitty chopped in half? Okay, well, we'll just continue as we've been doing. Let's go get Mr. Bumble somewhere, huh? The professor lifts the flap of my tent and pokes his head inside. JJ, may I have a word? Oh, of course, sir. He lets the flap fall shut. I'm not sure what time it is, but it's still dark in my little shelter. I quickly put my lab coat on over my pajamas and make my way outside to find the professor staring out to sea. Okay. Is something wrong, Professor? No. Well, yes. I suppose something is wrong. Your Mr. Bumble is getting worse, JJ. He's not taking a turn in the night. Oh, he's taken a turn in the night. Oh my goodness, but he was doing so well. I was going to recommend we release him this week. With all the cats, this could have been expected. A sudden relapse is common, and they become overwhelmed so quickly. I can't believe it. Is it something I did or didn't do? Did I miss something? No, JJ, I trust that you have done your absolute best for him, my dear, but I'm afraid he's in a lot of discomfort now. His words cut like a knife. The thought of any animal being in pain is heartbreaking, but I've grown very attached to Mr. Bumble in the time I've been caring for him. You do a lot of good on this island, JJ, and it can truly be a joy to live with these beautiful animals and ensure that they are well and happy. But we also have to do a lot of things that we don't want to do. Unpleasant things, you understand, though we always have the best interests of the cats in mind. I feel I know what's coming, but I hope I'm wrong. Mr. Bumble may live for a while yet, JJ, but his every waking moment will be full of pain and suffering. It's times like these we must think about what is best for our subjects. The professor takes a deep breath. Mr. Bumble will have to be euthanized, my dear. There's no two ways about that, but I thought it may be nicer for him if you were the one to do it. You could say your goodbyes, stroke him, make him as comfortable as it can be, and then take away his pain with one quick injection of ketamine. I'm frozen. I don't want to answer. You don't have to agree, but I wanted to give you the choice. He'll be euthanized tonight either way. Would you like to be there? Yeah, let me do it, and hopefully I can somehow give him something else. Maybe, I don't know. Oh God, I think I should be the one to put Mr. Bumble to sleep. I know it's painful, but I think you've made the right decision, my dear. Let's get this over with as quickly as possible. Okay, can I somehow stab the professor with this? Mr. Bumble is curled up in his crate. I'm a bit taken aback at how well he looks. I had braced myself for a different picture entirely. I'm grateful that he doesn't look as sick as he is. Would you like me to prepare the syringe for you while you say your goodbyes? I nod. I can't muster any words. I need to get the cat out of there. The professor begins preparing the lethal injection. I take this moment to comfort Mr. Bumble through the bars of his crate. I'm worried that if I pick him up, I'll never be able to let him go. I talk to him quietly. Even though he can't understand what I'm saying, I hope my voice will be a comfort to him. It's okay, my friend. Nothing bad will happen to you. Liar! I'm surprised to hear the familiar voice of Trixie coming from the shadows in the corner of the lab. I can't believe this! I trusted you! I cough away the sob in my throat. I can't answer Trixie without raising suspicion. I defended you and people called you a traitor. I believed in you, but you're just like him, aren't you? There's nothing wrong with that cat. Mr. Bumble is as healthy as I am. You've been unwell for a while, haven't you, Mr. Bumble? And it's getting worse every day. It's time to do the kindest thing possible for you, even though it breaks my heart. I hope Trixie understands that I'm talking to her. She coughs. He's fooled you too. I thought you were smarter than that. Can you not see what's going on here? The professor turns to me glumly and places the tray of supplies on the table next to the crate. The injection is ready if you've finished saying your goodbyes. I hesitate, feeling the professor's shrewd eyes on me. I can't watch this. I see Trixie's shadow slink out of the tent. I think delaying things any longer would only make the situation more distressing. I need some more time. I'm sorry, Professor, but could I have a few moments alone with Bumble? I would like to brush his coat one last time. Certainly, my dear. I'll leave you to finish the procedure and no need to report back to me tonight. Just head back to your tent and I'll take you in the morning. I'll talk to you in the morning. Oh God, oh please don't take me in the morning. Message me if you have any problems. The professor pokes a finger into Mr. Bumble's crate and whispers a few words that are just out of my earshot. He squeezes my shoulder paternally before leaving the lab. I immediately open the crate and hold the cat protectively to my chest. You're staying with me, boy. I whisper the words into his ear. Something in my gut tells me that the professor is listening outside the lab. We can't leave through the main entrance. We need to find another way out. My mind races wildly. I stroke the large cat with my free hand. His rhythmic purring helped me to concentrate better. I suddenly see an image of Trixie in my mind's eye. Where did she go? How did she get out? I search every corner on the tent for an opening or a broken stake in the ground. Finally, I find a tear in the fabric behind some of the cages and I'm able to squeeze through it with Mr. Bumble in my vice-like grip. My body switches to autopilot. No, wait, thing is still in there. Oh God, she's still in there. My body switches to autopilot and takes me to the only place I can think to go. Trixie's cave. No, but Ravenpaw's still in there. Oh, shoot. The cave is unusually dark and cold. She must be out. I write a short note explaining that I couldn't go through with the euthanasia and that I'll be back at the lab covering my tracks tonight. I use one of her minerals, Floofy Butt, as a paperweight and make sure Mr. Bumble is settled and sleeping before I make my way back to the tent. How am I going to cover that up? Save Mr. Bumble! Yes, I got an achievement for that. Oh, what's gonna happen to me though? The professor's not gonna like this. There's no way I can cover that up. How am I gonna cover that up? Maybe I could pretend I already cremated him? Nope. I've come to the forest to gather my thoughts. This morning, I noticed another change in my appearance. Up until now, it's been easy to cover up my transition. I just had to keep on top of removing the excess body hair. Yeah, it's this one. It's a good ending. Well, at least I think it's a good ending. The other one is horrible. Even the stub of a tail that appeared a few days ago hasn't been a problem. Who'd see it? But this new development is definitely a turning point. How am I going to explain the fact that my pupils have turned into vertical slits? I can't risk anyone seeing me like this, so I'm going to hide out for a while and see what happens. I wonder what it'll look like. We're in the deepest part of the forest. It's become our favorite hangout since I ditched the idea of finding an antidote and followed my heart instead. No prizes for guessing where it led me. Straight to Ravenpaw. It took a while to convince her that I was doing the right thing. She said, "If you change your mind when it's all too late, you may end up hating me." But I could never hate her. I love her. I just want to be sure I'm more than ready to go with you. I know I can leave this cage if you're by my side. Oh, wait, is she saying that? Oh, I just want you to be sure I'm more than ready to go with you. I know I can leave this cage if you're by my side. And that was it. We left the lab together that night and have been side by side ever since. Oh, I look like my own cat. Skip this one. It's just noise. You're such a granny. I'm going to turn it up. Ravenpaw fiddles and paws at my catalog until the volume reaches max. I bury my face under my paw. Come on, Wrinkles. Learn to appreciate the classics. Trust me, I do. This is rehashed rubbish. I shout over the throbbing bass. Ravenpaw laughs and hits me with her tail. Okay, let's listen to something else. Ravenpaw skips through song after song until she stops at a gentle acoustic guitar, accompanied by soft, soulful, angsty vocals. Better? Much. This is actual music. I feel Ravenpaw gently entwine her tail with mine, and we both purr in time to the thrumming guitar. It's funny how stressed I got trying to discover an antidote to this. I never dreamed I could be this happy. I could have saved myself a lot of worry. I never thought I was capable of being this happy either. There's still one thing stopping me from being totally blissful. Oh? What's that? Your terrible taste in tunes! I smile and drift off to sleep, feeling happy, safe, and loved. Oh, man. Wow, chapter 6. Oh, well, I missed a date there, apparently. Rhyming play. I don't know how, what? Well, I'm 1/3 of the way there, but I don't know. Excuse me? Oh, I don't know how this continues. So I'm very curious as to what I do now. I mean, the game's obviously not done, but I've run out of characters. So I'm very curious as to what is going to happen next. Oh, yeah. Weird. Also, the things I'm fighting are becoming increasingly grim and horrible. But then again, how can I find anything if we're out of assistance? I don't know. We'll just have to see tomorrow, I guess. Because, oh my god. Until then, thank you for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this, please boop the like button in the nose. Do not forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye. So cute. Oh, man. Oh, sweet small kitty cats. Okay, I think I can't possibly tell how far behind I am. Maybe